Hi guys, welcome to YouTube, Freaking Jeep channel. My name's John and I don't have the tripod here, so I'm just kind of selfie sticking it at the end of my hand. Got a lot going on today. Gonna be splitting wood, and then splitting wood, and then splitting more wood, and after I'm done with that I got to split more wood. But before I go down to splitting wood, I'll show you what I got going on up here, and then I'll go try to split some wood, and then when I take a break from that, I'll come up here and get this stuff up here done. So that's what's going on. I'm just about done with this rack of wood. That rack of wood up there is done, so I have to get more wood up to the boiler. To get the wood up to the boiler, I got to get behind all that. Wood is real nice and dry, and it seems to be working pretty good. These have to go over to the field because I stack the wooden crates on this is old telephone pole slab. So this one will go on the inside and one will go on the outside. So that's what's going on here. So now we're going to go down, probably do another introduction down at the wood splitting area. Trying to think what I forgot. Don't remember. Anyway, we'll see you in a little bit down at the wood area. Bye-bye. Well, setback number one, or number two. You always think things are easy. The battery is the original battery in this old Kubota. And I think I've had it for 15, 16 years. So it's getting pretty tired. So it didn't want to start because it's cold. It went down to like 15, 16 last night, and it's in the shade here. If it had been up there in the sun, it probably would have started, but I didn't put it in the sun, not knowing where the sun, well, I knew where the sun was going to be. Anyhow, so I think it's about time for a new battery in this thing, but then I got to thinking, up here is a battery that came out of the lawnmower that blew the engine up, or something would happen with the engine. I might just put this in there. That's not particularly old. It's a group, I don't know what group it is, but it looks fairly small, so I might be switching that one over later today. So that's just I gotta walk down to the wood area, guys. That's a long walk. A little breezier today than yesterday, but the sun's out, so I think it's nicer. Great wood splitting weather, because you don't exactly work up a sweat, but you work up warmth, so you're not really cold. You work up just to the right temperature, if you know what I mean. We'll see you down at the wood yard. I gotta go for a hike. Bye. Hi guys, we're down here at the wood yard with another airplane going over. Somehow they know when I'm doing that. I'm keeping this raked up with the sawdust over there, trying to keep it not so slippery. It's pretty slippery. You can't see, but and even in the sun, you probably even see them less. I can't even see through the ring. Up there someplace, there's an eagle on maybe you saw him flutter a couple times. There's an eagle up there on the deer carcass. Not much left on it. Anyhow, when I was splitting this stuff up, I was splitting last night and using the lights of the Bobcat, and it worked out real good. I ended up putting the quarters generally went there, but every now and then you drop a quarter in half and put a smaller piece over here. So I put them over here so I come in and load. The purpose now is I'm getting to where I have so many smalls in here that I can just put them in the Bobcat or in the Toolcat, without splitting them. There's just no point. This is for breaking them down to where I can handle them. It's not for splitting up. It's too slow for that. But it's pretty daggone strong. So I got a bunch of little ones there and then some there. So I'll get through that. That's poplar there. So that'll go in a different bin. But I got still got some pretty good sized ones up here. I don't know if you can really tell how big they are. That's my hand. That's the bottom out of one, I guess. That'll go in the chunks and hunks. Here's some stuff. It's kind of nasty on the outside. When you saw me separating yesterday, I'm putting the higher quality in the good rack and the lower quality in the old pallet rack. I got a load up that I probably loaded last night, so I'm going to split this, and by then I'll probably be pretty wore out. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get up on there. Yeah, that ought to be funny. And see if I can't. Oh, the muffler's there, so you guys are going to have to definitely turn the hearing down on your confuser. So that's where I'm heading to. I'm going up there. Now I might run out of gas too. I got the gas can down here. I have right now ethanol corn gas in that thing, as long as you're going to use it up fairly fast, it's not too much of a problem. I did a trip to Pennsylvania last week and got some corn-free gas to put in there, because now that I don't know how long it's, if it snows tomorrow, I might not get back out here and split till spring, and I don't want that corn gas sitting in there all year long. So I'm about ready to climb up there. That looks scary just being here. If I can, I'm going to get up there. So we're going to turn it off and then come back. So I'll be back in a little bit from up there. Bye. Well, guys, you're up here. Hopefully I can get down without crashing. Too bad. It looks like a pretty good, neat spot. The sun's kind of glaring in. Uh-oh. Whoa! Now I got to check to make sure you're still there. Of course, when I get over here, and the sun's glaring so hard I really can't see. Well, I don't know where it's going to end up. It might be a video not worth it. Every time I do that, it jumps. Looks like I got to come up with another plan. I'll be back in a bit. Well, that didn't work too good. That didn't work too well for me up there. I don't know what it's going to look like till I get in and look on the computer tonight, but from the looks of it, it didn't look too good. I mean, it looked all right, but the sun was so hard in there, and that looks like it's facing right down to here. I can't see. It's so bright that the glare in the... See, I can't see really hardly anything on the screen. The glare of the sun is so good that can't see nothing. I guess I ought to turn this thing on. got to be about enough splitting for you guys for a little while. I'll be back splitting it a little bit. I got that stack, I don't know, 18 inches high, so it's coming along. Now I got to put my hooks on the side of that thing. I'll measure how high that is because somebody told me that was, I think he said it's 3.8 or 338 cubic feet. I'm not sure. But that rack there should hold just a hair over a half a cord when it's done, and it fits in every place. It's a perfect rack for me. So I'm going to keep splitting, and guess what? I don't need this sweatshirt. I'm about ready to shed that. So I'll bring you back in a little bit. I'll bring you back for some of it, but the Kubota, remember, is up at the top. And I'm also, if you guys wondering, I did start my row of misfits. That's what that is back there. That's my row of misfits. In fact, I put some of these aren't misfits, but then that gets it up to the same height. So I can put another whole rack in there. Pull this out a little bit. Pull it out and then push it. It slid back in. They're actually kind of slippery today because I guess they're frozen. Actually, that should have a square one there, shouldn't it? Well, we'll turn it up. We'll turn it up that way. So now I can put another whole row once I get this built up higher. So there's row in between here. So anyhow, bring you back a little bit later. I gotta do some shedding. We'll see you. Bye. Well, I told you I'd bring you back in almost the end. I gotta go get my brackets and strap on there before it starts to spread out too much. And I told you I'd bring you back somewhere along the line to show you how tight these growth rings are. Now I really can't see anything in the camera because the sun's directly in my eyes. You can tell because there's a shadow. And if you're real good, you could probably raise that up and count the rings on this bad boy. But look how tight they are. They're probably they're about a 32nd of an inch. Now these a little wider here. And then it started growing good. This is the, look at that. Look how tight that is. I bet this tree's over 100 years old. And I'm starting to like the ones that are bark free as opposed to the ones that got bark on them. Bark doesn't give you any energy anyway, so I got to walk up and get the Kubota because remember, it didn't start. It should start by now, and go get a ladder so I can put you guys up on that shaky stand back there and try to finish it up on the shaky stand. So I'll be back in a little bit. Bye-bye. Well, guys, moving right along. I went up and got the brackets, but the Kubota didn't want to start, so I had to change the battery in the Kubota. Of course, now I don't have the screws. I'm putting these brackets on. I put 3 of them on already. This is the last one. The problem was when you come down here like this, that wood dries, it gets smaller and smaller, and then the next thing you know, these were loose and falling off. Well, when you put this bracket on there, I'll show you the brackets in a minute. You put it on there and then bring it up till it hits the wood, so it'll dig into the wood a little bit. Then just move it out and hopefully that they don't all fall on the ground. And I put it there, it just moved a little bit. And we'll straighten them up, and I put them to the back side of that, and I'd have to show you later why I do that. And that then we'll put those, and that holds on. I'll show you the 2 brackets. I got 2 different brackets because some wood racks don't have these on the side. Some of the older wood racks don't have that. I gotta get up. Anyhow, that should go in there just like that now, and it works pretty good for holding those together. I'll show you these other brackets. Airplane again. Airplanes are all the time here. Put that in there. This is the other bracket. That's the one bracket that I got, and I got little, I don't know what you call bevels, recesses, whatever, for the heads of the screws, because you know the screws all have that, and that kind of, I just thought it was better. I don't know, for whatever it's worth. I only got one more set of these. Then I got these brackets for the old style that go in, and just the thing goes underneath here. It's just a different bracket, and just something I got. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook that strap on. I'll bring you back when I got that strap on in a minute. So we'll be back in a toot. Well, I got another one stacked up in between things, ready to go. So that'll be going over there in a minute. But first I got to get rid of these two big ones. Get a little breezy here. I don't know if you guys are picking up the wind. Sun's coming in strong here. I'm going to put you right here. That's about where you always are, isn't it? Maybe I'll put you back here. You can kind of see it. It takes me a little longer to build the tops out on these things because I like to have them kind of curved. Oh, I got the dimensions. I forgot to show you. I got the dimensions. Now, mind you, the dimensions are like 2 inches shy of what it's. So it's 48 inches wide. I knew this one was 48 inches high and 40 inches deep, but that's with a 4-inch hangover. Yeah. This one's 60 inches wide. That's right on the money from here to that one. Height was only 47 to here, so I'm counting it 50 inches high because I always stack them up, round them off. Then the depth is 44 inches. So that's what it is. You can see the row I got down in there, and I try to make them go over 4 inches or so in the front. There wasn't any point in building a rack bigger than you really needed because you can see how I get them out over the front. And these work a lot better than the totes. It's starting to chill down out here, guys. And like I said, I had to change the battery, but I thought you guys would like to come along for these. So I'm going to just hopefully roll this out of the way. I think I better put something there because I certainly don't want to have to pick it up again. I'd have to pick it up with the tool cat. That'll keep it from going anywhere. And put the eyeballs on. I don't need that. I haven't had to put gas in this yet. I must have had it filled up pretty full with corn gas. Probably have to pull the choke though. A better spot. I don't know if it'd be a better spot, but it's a place you guys are never at. The sun's getting you still. Hopefully it's gonna come down a little bit. kind of sit and finagle those in. I thought you'd like to see the big ones. I don't know if you're all just hit like heck with the sun. I won't know until tonight. I think the sun's probably ate you up on that. Might not even post that. But as I get to the top, I like the rounded ones a little bit better. That's why I'm going for the round ones. It'll take me a little time to get those stacked in there. So I'll be back in a little bit. I don't know if this one's even going to make it on. Depends on the sun. Bye. Well, guys, I'm back. I moved this rack that was there up into the front yard where all the other racks are. I've got that ready to start splitting some wood. I moved the totes that was in there inside next to the boiler down, and the two lids came off the two new totes that I put in there. That's some real nice looking wood up there. Have to take you up there to show you that. This is starting to get down to, might have to bring some more logs up. Anyhow, after that last split and show, which is something you guys just came into, I was looking at these marks. I thought I was dripping something, but that's where the tires were on that while I was sitting there. Anyhow, I'm just going to put you back here for a little while. I hope that last video came out, because the sun. I got the ladder. Can you see it over there? Over there, because I was going to climb that and put you over there, but with the sun where it's at, you would never see nothing. So I'm gonna go split for a few minutes. I'm hoping that I'm gonna run out of gas so I can put good gas in it, not that corn gas in there. Put some mittens on here. Somebody told me to put some silicone on there. I probably should. You really lose a lot of dexterity when you have these on. These are just about ready for a new pair. These two are different. Yeah, they're a different pair. I just grab gloves anywhere. This one's slippery as this one here's got some grip to it. All right, let's see what we got here. back a little bit. I didn't want to make this too long because I don't know how it is over here, and I don't know how much I got recorded today. So I'll bring it back when I'm wore out or something's wore out, and I'll show you the loads of wood that I'm bringing up in the boiler in a little bit. So we'll see you in a minute or two. Probably more like 30. Bye. Well, this is going to be a 30-second wrap-up because I'll have another 30-second wrap-up up there. So this is the end. That's what we got. I have been filling this up a little bit. So that should be ready to go before too long. I got to put the clamps on down here. I wish I gotten this one sprayed with oil, but it'll be all right. Anyhow, that's the wrap up down here. I haven't run out of gas yet, which I must have really filled that thing up with corn gas. Uh-oh, 30 seconds up. We'll see you up at the boiler. Well, this is supposed to be a wrap-up, but it's going to be a little lighter. I was down there splitting wood. There's some good-looking wood here, too. This is all, looks like it might be all oak. Nice and dry. That was the other rack I brought up. I like to put 2 in at a time. These will just go from here right into here, but you can't even see that now. And this is some pretty good looking wood tonight. I'll be eating this up tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.